Hey guys, welcome back to the video, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Mark 5 GTI. Went off to a drive a couple of days ago and ran into a big issue, and today we're going to jump in it and try to get that thing fixed. Let's go. So for those who are new to the channel or haven't been here, this is my 2006 Mark 5 Volkswagen GTI. Bought this car, and honestly it's just been kind of an ongoing project. When I first got it, it had destroyed timing belt. For those who are familiar with the 2-liter BPY motor, they know that the timing belt, if you were not really up to date on your maintenance, those things can go bad. But bought it as a project. We got the motor fixed, been driving it. We've done a lot of little things, new grille and new headlights, Brembo big brakes on the front with spark hose and Bilstein suspension, and just really been going through and doing this car. This has kind of come like a little baby to me. I've enjoyed this car for a long time, and I've always wanted one, and I have one, and this has been an ongoing thing. However, one of the issues that I have is that I was driving the other day. We had a nice weather day here in Ohio, and I just lost power and the car started acting really funny. So here is a plug that I have on that had a cap on this originally, and while I was driving, I literally heard a piece of metal hit the ground, and next thing I know, the car was not running right. So we pulled over on the side of the road, noticed this plug was going, and we had to makeshift our way home. So we have a hair tie, this undervalence piece, like heat shield. This literally is what got me home, but now we actually have a proper fix for it. Here we have the integrated engineering. This is a vacuum cap with a little boost tap down here, which I do have a boost gauge, so I will be using that. But this will allow me to get rid of that whole piece, have one single tap for my boost gauge, and hopefully will not have any more problems or any more major vacuum leaks like I did the other day, because that was not a fun drive at all. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get this on the car and see if that fixes our issue. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get this removed. Gonna pull our boost line off, set that to the side, and then we'll go ahead and get our little makeshift boost cap off. Here is literally a hair tie and a piece of heat shield from undervalence of the car. That's what I could find, so we made it work. But originally, this did have a forged blow-off valve, and so this piece was still on here. As you can see, out of the multi-boost taps, or vacuum taps, those are all plugged off. This originally was capped as well. I've only been using it as a single boost tap for my gauge. So we're gonna head and get rid of this and just put a cap on this, and hopefully never have any more problems. With the integrated engineering kit, comes with a O-ring seal, retaining clip to help keep the cap on, and then again, you do have a plug or an actual boost tap we can go ahead and put on the cap. So let's go ahead and get this unpackaged and get this on the car. And overall, this is really good quality. I've not purchased much integrated engineering products before, but it's really good quality. Quite impressed. I really like how they set their kit up. They give you options. So very small, and I mean, I'm sure out of the vast array of products they have, this is just nothing but a grain of salt, but I'm really excited to get this on the car and hopefully solve a lot of issues that I was getting with this setup. As you can see, this is a multi-piece setup, basically. This goes on the car, had a cap on this, you were going to have issues. And thankfully, I was not stranded completely, but let's go ahead and get this set up. So one of the other things to mention with this, for me, I'm using the boost tap, and even if you're just capping this, make sure you put a little bit of Teflon tape around this before threading it in. This will just make sure you have a sealed connection and won't have any vacuum leaks there. Also, this O-ring, it does go on the side. There is a groove. I don't really know if the camera will pick it up, but there is a groove in there. I'm gonna go ahead and put just a little bit of lubricant on this O-ring so it doesn't dry rot. Put that in there, put the Teflon tape on the boost tap, put it in there as well, and then we'll get it on the car. And just like that, we are now ready to go. have the seal lubricated. That way help prevent dry rot. A little bit of Teflon around the tap. Just remember whenever you put Teflon on to put it on in a clockwise rotation. That way when you actually screw it on, you're not just unwinding the Teflon off of that. But we're ready to go now. Hopping back over to the car. So originally, for those of you who don't know, typically when you have the factory PCV valve that goes up here, those often go bad after just normal wear and tear on a vehicle. Some take them off and opt for a catch can, which is what I have, a CTS catch can. And with that, the hose that would traditionally connect to the PCV valve over to your intake manifold is not there. So that's why I've had multiple connections here, and now I'm finally just going to put my cap on, make sure it's on there. You do need to make sure that you push this on there far enough so that when you put your clip on, you get a nice solid connection. This feels way nicer than what I had on there before, and I feel very certain that I'm not going to have any issues. So with that on there, we will go ahead and take our boost gauge line and slide that on. I'm not running ridiculous amounts of boost, so I'm not worried about putting a clamp on that barb fitting. Actually, we're gonna go ahead and went ahead and ran it behind here just so I make sure that this hose doesn't come over near my fans now, since it is routed differently. Should be good to go. And before anybody in the comments says anything, I have amp wire. It's routed in the car. I have an amp installed in the car. Just have this zip tied up here for now. Once I get a subwoofer, I can finish up that install, but right now it's just zip tied, nice and safe out of the way. Now that we have the integrated engineering vacuum cap on there, let's go ahead and start the car, see if it misfires, it does anything weird. The car was running beautifully prior to that. It does have a 034 Motorsports tune on it, stage 2, I think, since I do have a downpipe and full CTS turbo exhaust on it. We'll go ahead and see if it starts, make sure it runs right. Alright guys, and that is it for this video. As you can see, the GTI is running great. It definitely feels like there might have been a vacuum leak for a very long time. As I mentioned before, with that other tap that was in there that I was originally using for that forged blow-off valve, you have multiple holes. You just had a lot of areas where you open up opportunity for boost leaks. With that, in that new integrated engineering cap, everything seems to be running great. We're building boost just fine, and I'm so excited to have my car back again. It's only been down for a week, but nonetheless, I need to get it going. And honestly, I thought it'd be a change of pace from the 370Z content. If you want to see more from the GTI, drop a comment below, and honestly, give her a big thumbs up too if you like the video. Be sure to subscribe. So as always, thanks for watching. Peace. We'll see you next time.